Hi, my name's Camilla Chester. I'm a children's author and I'm based in Hertfordshire. I actually live in Harpenden. And so I have been asked to do a short little video just to tell you about me and my writing and my books. So hopefully to encourage you to borrow my books from the library, because did you know if you borrow a book from the library, a tiny piece of money goes to that author. So you'd be really supporting local authors if you find out who we all are and borrow our books from your local libraries. So I love libraries. I think they're a really important resource. I love them so much that when I go anywhere new, I always have to check out the library. It drives my family crazy. But yeah, I think they're really a valuable resource and we should definitely look after them. And it's National Libraries Week in October, so we are striving to make sure we promote our libraries and look after our libraries. In fact, I love libraries so much that for the launch of my third book, 13th Wish, I actually held it in Harpenden Library and it was fantastic. I loved it. The staff have been so supportive. My first book, Jar Dreams, which is the lovely banner that we have here behind me, was actually Chatterbook's Choice, which is the reading group for, I think it's for 7 to 11s that meet as like a little reading club in different libraries, and they chose my book. I was honoured to have it chosen as their choice book. So let me tell you a little bit about them so that hopefully you'll want to borrow one of them yourselves and read them. So my first book, my debut, is Jar Dreams, and it tells the story of the dream thief, who's this cloaked ghoul here. And he's not a very nice character, and he steals children's dreams and he stores them in jars in his cellar. You can see them here. And the more dreams that he takes, the more dark and miserable the world, the town that he lives in becomes. And a girl comes to live there, Sada, you can see her here. And she can't understand why the place is so mysterious and so dark. And she sets about trying to discover the secret of what's happening in that town. So that's the story of Jar Dreams, and that's my debut. So then it's a bit of a dark and creepy story, so if you like that sort of stuff, then that'd be the one for you. My second book that I wrote is called Eats. You can see from the cover that it's a very different kind of story. It's very ridiculous, quite Roald Dahl-like, so if you like that kind of slightly macabre but grotesque, silly, ridiculous style of books, this might be the one for you. And it tells the story of two budding chefs, well, one really, and then his friend who comes along for the laugh. And I think you can see them there. And yeah, and so Lucas is our budding vegetarian chef, and he and his friend win a competition to go and cook in a celebrity chef's house called Mouthful Mansions. But when they get there, it's not quite what it seems. It's not quite what the ticket says they're going to get. So they have to discover something that's happening in Mouthful Mansions and solve the mystery. So that's the story of Eats. Very ridiculous, cartoon-like sort of book. And then, as I mentioned earlier, my third book is 13th Wish. Now, I always loved those adventure puzzle book games when I was a child where you chose your own adventure. And I wanted to write a book where it was a puzzle and a mystery, and you had to solve the mystery. So the mystery is solved by the sister, Sally, and it's about her missing brother. He goes missing on the day that she was born. But we start the book with him, with Jaden, on his own 13th birthday. And we see that he discovers a secret bedroom, and he goes into that bedroom and he disappears from our world, and he's gone. And it's Sally who has to pick up the story later on, halfway through the book, and find out what happened to Jaden, where her brother went to. So that's the story of 13th Wish. So I hope that one of those sounds like something that you would really like to read and you would like to borrow from the library. And I hope that you're using your library, and I hope that I might see you at some point at an event or whatever. But we're all here, our local authors are all around you. We're normal people writing books that we hope you will all enjoy. Thanks very much for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.